All right, we got October 16th, 2022 at 7:07 local in Cleveland. The Yankees are at the Guardians, and the Yankees are minus 155 favorites. They're up to bat first. We got the front door, the ASC of the first house, is in Taurus. So it's ruled by Venus, so the favorite gets Venus. The DSC's, this black line, is the front door of the seventh house. It's got Scorpion, ruled by Mars. And then the MC, the front door of the 10th house, has Capricorn in it, ruled by Saturn. And IC, the front door of the fourth, has the moon in it, and it's unusable, and its dispositor is the moon, so it only has one significator. So the favorite is Venus, and it's Saturn, and the dog is Mars. And the favorite's like 155, so it's pretty solid favorite to make sure it's in the first house. Like sometimes when you have close odds, it's hard to tell what's going to happen here. But I like what I see. And so right here at 7:14 at the beginning of the game, it's actually interesting too. I'm just noticing this, that the north node is at 14 degrees in the first house at 7:14, and the antitia of the part of fortune is conjuncted. So at 7:14, at 14 degrees of Taurus, we got a conjunction. Pretty interesting. I eventually expect to see like the numbers, like understanding numbers, like mixing into this, which would be really cool. So I'm expecting minimum a hit from the Yankees in the top of the first, and I'm actually going to take a scoring play because it's also sextile the moon. So this moon is right here is sextile this part. So I'll turn this on here. Now you can see better. The moon has a blue line running to this part. That's called a sextile. And it's 60 degrees. If I'm not incorrect, but I can't remember right now. I definitely think it's 60 degrees. But so that's a double for the favorite. So I'm going to take the Yankees to score in the first, and minimum a hit. And I don't think that the Guardians will score. These are my notes. So if the second inning is starting at 7:28, you might be safe to take the under. I might do that if I'm live watching. So timing is everything, right? And everything has to be timed up. Like all these aspects can be, yeah, sure, good, but if it's not lined up in time, it's not going to matter. And right here, this should be a good play for the 907. That should be a good play for Yankees. But don't quote me on any of this because it's all about timing. If it's in the middle of the inning, it's not going to matter. If an umpire comes out to talk, it's not going to matter. Like usually, you're going to want to fall smack dab in the middle of the top and bottom, like the time that that person's up. Yesterday in that game, the Mariners and Astros, like there was lots of this happening, but it was right like at the mid section or the beginning of an inning, so it didn't matter. Like they didn't have time to set up to have this like a system. And then the very end of the game, it was just the simplest thing. It was a moon sextile, the part of fortune, and Astros won in the 18th inning. It was outrageous, but yeah, so that's my play.